English 101. Happy summer. I'm excited to work with all of you this coming term. I wanted to go through a few announcements just to make sure that things are a little more clear on the site and the syllabus. This quarter is going to be a little bit different because we're going to start each week on a Thursday and end on a Wednesday. So just keep that in mind, that all assignments are going to be due Wednesday nights before the stroke of midnight. So first thing I just wanted to let you know is it's a good idea to poke around the site, familiarize yourself, especially with the syllabus, the modules, the tests. Take a look around, the discussions, take a look around and see what we're using. And then really keep in mind that in order to not be dropped from the class, you have to take the quiz on the syllabus by Wednesday, what's the date? Wednesday, June 27th at 11:59 p.m. So you have to take that syllabus quiz the first week of class for me to count you as having attended. So keep that in mind. And the reason why we do that quiz on the syllabus is it really helps drive home the important parts of the class. So a few things that I wanted to talk to you about. First thing is, this is the first quarter that I'm going to be using the turnitin.com. We, as an English department, are trying to help dissuade students from borrowing material or work from other students or websites. So you're going to be submitting all of your major assignments, which are paragraphs, responses, and essays. You're going to submit all those through turnitin.com, which is going to be a new adventure for me, and maybe some of you are familiar with it already. But it's great because that way I can give you feedback and see if you've looked at it, and and just help us make sure that when we borrow material, that we're properly citing it. So we'll go through all that later, but make sure you do that module, that assignment on registering for turnitin.com at our class. Few other things to keep in mind. For every story each week that's on the syllabus, you have to respond to one discussion question that I have posted. You have choices of 3, but you only have to pick one. I want a good paragraph that has some substantive response to the initial question. And then besides answering one question for each story for each week, you also have to have a total of 4 additional posts to respond to your fellow students, classmates per week. It's not 4 per story, it's 4 extra per week to get full discussion points. For those posts, I'm looking again for them to be substantive, that they're somehow moving the discussion forward and that they're around a paragraph in length. If you're just answering in a sentence, I'm probably not going to give you full credit, and I'll send you a message letting you know what I need you to do to change that. So keep that in mind for the readings. The major way thing we do with them is we have a discussion. So that's why we do that. What else? You're going to have a quiz on fragments. There's modules about all the grammar that you're going to be quizzed and tested on. Make sure you look at the module beforehand. I have other sites that you could go to that I think are really strong if you don't think my notes are great. I know it can be a little tough to read through stuff to remember it, so there's a few different websites that have some more interactive experiences for practice. What else? And then you have 2 written assignments. You have a reading response, which make sure you read the module. You have to pick one story to respond on for the first week. It should be at least a full page typed, submitted through turnitin.com. And yeah, make sure you read the module, because if you've done a reading response for a teacher in the past, my format could be different, what I expect from you. It is the one time that I encourage you to refer to yourself, to connect to the readings. That's really the goal here. And I do not want you to do summary, because I've already read the story. So really avoid summary, and I'm looking for depth in terms of how you are responding about connecting to the stories. And again, see the module on that. Submit it through turnitin.com. And then we also have an assertion due, which is really going to be the backbone for essays. It's how you structure a body paragraph. I'm going to want you to stick to the format that I spell out in the module. Strong structure really helps great ideas shine through. I like to explain it that if you have great ideas but you can't communicate them clearly, really what good are your great ideas? They're only with you. Well, I guess that can be good too, but it's better if you're trying to communicate good ideas to have very clear, strong structure. So read that module on assertions. You're going to have to submit through turnitin.com one paragraph assertion that has a very step-by-step formula for how I want you to approach it. Pick any story that's on the syllabus to use. Really for most of the assignments. The only thing I can think of, the response is you have to pick a story that's due that week, but otherwise, really every assignment that I can think of besides that, you can pick any story that's on the syllabus. Yeah, so that's pretty much covers some of the basics of this first week. Make sure you send me a private message with any question and put question in the message heading so that I know to get back to you quickly, that I don't think it's some assignment that you're submitting. So yeah, feel free to pop me questions. I'm definitely here to help, and I look forward to working with you on improving our writing and reading and critical thinking skills. Good luck!